Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Brajarasarakang Cha Narayanang Tang Prapanam Shri Gurum Charanang Vande Ramana Pristaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktidam Cha Kripamurti Narayanam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Acharya Singharupine Shishimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshavati Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Acharya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dhaitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dhaine Prabhave Namah Namo Gaur Kishoraya Shakshar Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambar Sambodhe Padambujayate Namah Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaur Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravirbhava Bhumestvang Nirdishta Sajanapriya Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Sri Jagannatayate Namah Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patidanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Tavevasmi Najivami Tayavina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanantike Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Gurudeva Ki Jai Shri Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Samasta Rupanu Guru Varga Ki Jai Saparsad Gaur Hari Ki Jai Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Shradhara Manju Ki Jai Shri Madan Mohan Govinda Gopinath Ju Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. So we are here for our last day in this beautiful Bhakti Ashram, Srila Gurudev's beautiful center in Eugene, Oregon. We're so grateful to Jagannath Prabhuji for inviting and hosting us, and to Navarinda Mataji, all the different devotees here, Dharmaraj Prabhu and his wife, Pushpadanta Prabhu, Divya, Swati and Manmohan Prabhu, so many nice devotees, and Radha Mataji, and so many devotees. We offer our Dandavat Pranams to all the devotees. Today we're answering some questions from devotees. I will answer a few questions from devotees online, and then also any questions we have here. And I'll try to make it quick, because each of these questions could easily go on for a long time. Right? Each question could easily go on for a long time, but I'm just going to give a glimpse, an idea, an indication. So we have a question from a dear devotee friend in Boston. How do we balance spiritual and material life? If we are not fully renounced, we are in household life, and we have to maintain ourselves in this life, but we also want to progress and serve in bhakti. And because of progressing in bhakti, a lot of material activities feel tasteless due to chanting and from the mercy of chanting and doing Harikatha. So, what should we do? We used to be excited by making money, socializing, and so forth. What is your best advice in this situation? What would be the best advice? There are 4 stages of life in the Varnashram system: celibate life, householder life, retired life for focusing on spiritual life, and ultimately sannyas, the final ashram, preparing for ultimately achieving shelter of Sri Krishna beyond this world, beyond birth and death. So we should act according to our station, our situation in our ashram. So if we are a householder, we should perform our duties nicely. Krishna says in the Gita, Karmanya evadhikaraste, you should do your duty. Adhikar, you have the eligibility for that. But mafaleshu, for me, for Krishna, for God, so you center your life on Krishna. Krishna sangsar koro chari anachar. You center your life on Krishna. And so you have your family life, you have your husband, wife, children, and so forth, your duties, your job. But if you put Krishna at the center, how? You have deities in your home, especially Archan is for householders. Deity worship is for householders and temples, but especially householders. Sannyasis, whether they do deity worship or not, their deity worship is internal, bhajan. But especially for householders, you have deities, and then even very simple, even picture, right? And when you work, if you get a check or your wages, you offer in some way, you offer that to Krishna. Oh, I've worked for this month, I'm offering this to you, Krishna. Now I'll use it to maintain your household and your family. Krishna is sangsara, this is Krishna's family life. Just like in Vrindavan, this becomes preparation for Vrindavan life. The spiritual world, there are also families, but Krishna is at the center. Krishna or God is at the center. So that's one first step of advice. Don't have aversion to this stage of life that you're in, because you're in it, so you should fully embrace it, but make it centered on Krishna. How do you do that? Your family life, bring everyone together and chant kirtan, perform kirtan together, bring people together, teach them how to do arati. You know how to do arati, Radhika?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you learn how to do arati, how to do incense, ghee lamp, flowers, how to dress nicely, right? Take a bath, put on tilak, and do arati. This is very nice, right? You teach her. Yes, she agrees.
I would do bath for them, only now I don't know how to do bath for them.
Okay, no problem. Your mom will teach you everything. So you center on Krishna, then this becomes favorable. So you do what you need to do, but all the other activities you should make as much as possible. As much as possible, you should make them Krishna conscious. What does that mean? Right? Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, Grihe Thako, Vani Thako, whether in household life or in renounced life, Sada Hari Bhole Daki. You should chant the names of Hari, Krishna. In household life, it's more difficult because we have more responsibilities. But also, our Gurudev would say to his monks, to people in the renounced order, said, I want you to work more strenuously than even householders, but for Krishna and for Guru. He said, 10 times harder at least. Don't think the renounced order of life is for lazy people, right? So in other words, we should all do our activities that's pleasing to Krishna. Kaya, man, vachan, body, mind, words, should all be engaged in Krishna consciousness, devotional service. And if we do that based on Krishna, then this becomes Krishna conscious. Then we can chant in the morning. What I tell people is you should pick a certain amount of your day and guard it with your life. Guard it with your life. For those in the renounced order, the whole day, more or less, all our activities we're trying to engage in Krishna service, in chanting, hearing. But for householders, when we're busy with work that seems more mundane, going and making money in a regular job, and you have so many things to think about, it's hard to completely be one-pointedly manmana bhava, thinking of Krishna at every moment. Therefore, morning time, before we go to work, that's why it's said, Brahma Muhurta, before the day starts. Why? As soon as the sun rises, everyone's engaged in karma. This is the material nature. Sun rises and karma begins. This is karma bhumi, the world of work. So therefore, before the sun rises, we should get up and spend time on our spiritual work. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There are many examples of very exalted householders in Mahaprabhu's time and in the time since Mahaprabhu. Many very exalted householders. So being a householder doesn't mean we have to not be practicing spiritual life and progressing. Right? We can progress. In renounced life, you can be one-pointed and focused, but it doesn't mean you advance necessarily faster. Right? Your family, your parents, or whoever it may be, if they're favorable to Krishna consciousness, then you surround yourself in a favorable environment. That's why it's for those who are, I don't know, if you are surrounded with family members who are completely antagonistic to bhakti, then this is difficult. But if your family is devotees, husband, children, parents, devotees, then you can make it favorable. But it depends on your ruchi, your taste, and your determination. If you don't have taste and determination to practice bhakti, it doesn't matter which ashram you're in. You can be a bogus sannyasi and a bogus brahmachari or monk and a bogus householder, right? So it said householder life is the safe ashram, right? Okay, so, but we're not having so much taste in in material life, so what do we do? So therefore, ultimately, householder life isn't for your whole life. You're supposed to retire and focus on spiritual life and then renounce everything completely. And we say that everyone's going to die. So before you die, you should give up this material life and completely adopt spiritual life. Because you're going to die anyway. Everyone's going to die. It's guaranteed. With birth comes death. With day comes night. It's guaranteed. So since you're going to die, before you die, you should completely accept sannyas. Sannyas isn't a cloth. Sannyas isn't a danda, the staff. Sannyas is the offering of the heart completely to Krishna. Krishna is my only maintainer and protector. Right? I completely surrender to Krishna and I'll become like a beggar, praying for his love and praying for his service. So we can do that as man or woman. We can do that. But we should not create a disturbance to society. Sannyas doesn't mean disturbing society. It means serving spiritual society, serving the whole world as our service to Krishna. So are we qualified for that? We should think, if I'm taking sannyas, will I become a disturbance, a nuisance, a burden? Or will I truly serve everyone? If I'm taking sannyas to be a servant of Krishna's society, Krishna's world, then this is proper reason to take sannyas. Some people think I will retire and then everyone will take care of me and pay for me and do everything for me. This is not the reason to take sannyas. So nowadays, the name of sannyas, it's been giving a bad name. All right? So they're mentioning here, we donate some of the money. If we can donate from your salary or your wages a little bit, then the rest becomes purified. So that's why we say we offer it to the deities. You offer to the deities and you set aside some portion, 1%, 2%, however much you can. So like Prabhupada said, 50%. Very high standard. Right? We give so much to the government, and what do they do with it? Nonsense. So we should give to Krishna's devotees, but also find someone you trust, they know they're doing good with it. Not here and there blindly. Right? Or you can buy rice, buy ghee, buy sugar, and give to temples. Right? Say this is for the deities. Why? They won't misuse it. Right? Don't give with your eyes closed. Give with your eyes, it said you should give with your eyes closed, meaning you don't want any praise for it. But while you're giving, you should have your eyes open. After you give, you should close your eyes. Before you give, have your eyes open. Are they doing right or wrong? Right? Otherwise, you're fostering bad habits in temple life, renounced order of life. Also, it's said in Kali Yuga, everyone is a beggar. And this is adharmic, against religiosity, irreligious. Those who are not meant to be beggars are begging. Those in the renounced order of life, for the service of Krishna, for building temples, preaching, distributing books, they can beg. Householders are actually not recommended to beg. This is in Prabhupada writes in his purport, this is a symptom of Kali Yuga. Everyone is a beggar. I go places and I never beg, even though we're supposed to. Because I'm shy, because everyone's begging. People tell me, I go on Facebook and there's like hundreds of GoFundMes and give me this and I need this and I need that, and hundreds of mostly householders asking for money. This is called adharma. In dire situations, yes, maybe. But I'm just telling you, this is Srila Prabhupada's statement. And so therefore, real projects that are directly for temple and for Krishna, or for preaching, are not given to. Because, I'm giving to this household, I'm giving to that person, I'm giving to that person, I'm giving for this person's trip and that person's trip and this person that. It's not proper. But you can do. Friendship, you can help your friends. But in general, this is the point, is that everyone's begging from everybody. Nobody wants to work. This is Kali Yuga. So, Mahaprabhu said one thing. Mahaprabhu said you should be like Mahaprabhu said this in the end of Shikshastakam, in the end of Chaitanya Charitamrita. You should be like a very intelligent lady in a home, like a housewife, doing all your duties in this world. Mahaprabhu gave this example. You do all your duties in this world very dutifully, so no one suspects you of fostering some hidden love. What is that hidden love? Love for God. He said you should hide that and kindle that flame of your love and your passion and bhakti. You don't have to show it here and there everywhere. Don't try to convince like in the beginning stages, especially when you're developing your innermost mood, you can preach, chant the holy name, things like that. But your mood, your inner bhajan, you should keep somewhat secret, except for your shiksha guru, your bhajan guru, diksha guru, like that. You should hide your bhajan with only trusted people who are more advanced, who can help you advance in bhakti. So he said you should do your work nicely, but then what I was saying before, hide some of your time, protect some of your time like a lioness. This time is mine. No distractions. And you chant Harinam, and you pray, and you do your Gayatri, your mantras, and you meditate on Krishna with great love. This is my time for you, my beloved. Mahaprabhu said like that. You do all your duties in your day. When you have any extra time, someone said to me this before, what you do in your free time, that is who you are. It's very difficult. Right? What do you do? I have to learn this lesson. It's an important lesson, right? Sometimes we're tired, and we just want to rest and relax. But when resting and relaxing, we should think of Krishna. Right? Thinking of Krishna, this is our process of spiritual life. Man mana bhava, offer your mind to Krishna. How? Therefore we do Gayatri mantras. Therefore we chant Harinam, just to remember Krishna. And purify our mind by chanting Krishna's names. So morning, evening. You have time? Morning time, evening time. Save some time of your day just for Krishna. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Mahaprabhu gave this example. Sometimes you're so busy you have no time, but everyone has 5-10 minutes. Right? We see in America, TM became very popular. Why? They teach you 15 minutes morning and afternoon. 30 minutes a day. That's what TM teaches. 30 minutes a day, carve out time for your meditation, for yourself, self-development. So we say, what is our self-development? Development of our relationship with Krishna. So 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, 10 minutes midday if you can. You sit and you meditate, Om, Kling, and you do your mantras. And you just meditate on Krishna and offer flower to Krishna with chandan, with sandal paste. Oh Krishna, I made this for you. In your heart, in your mind. What you do in your heart and your mind, it's the same benefit of doing it physically. In this age. Beautiful, right? So you can sit and you can meditate on Krishna. Oh, I'm offering you this beautiful flower at your feet. Which Krishna? You should develop some relationship with a very beautiful form of Krishna. Maybe a painting, maybe a deity. Gradually, through meditating like this can manifest in a more realized fashion. But you shouldn't speculate. Deity is not speculation. Any bona fide painting like Seva Kunj is not speculation. You may sit and think, oh, and then Krishna's dancing with me, and then Krishna's kissing me, and this, that. This becomes speculation. No, I'm meditating on Shri Vigraha, I'm meditating on painting, or meditating on some form of Krishna. Therefore the Goswamis established the deities. And through this, gradually you can achieve true bhajan, and you can meditate on Krishna Lila. But first, you should follow everything nicely. Right? Like you have some beloved, you have their picture in your wallet, your husband, your wife. Oh, so beautiful. So find some picture of Krishna you fall in love with. Right? Oh, my wallet. Who is in my wallet? My lover. Who is that? Krishna. Some beautiful picture of Krishna. And oh, Krishna, I'm offering these flowers at your lotus feet. Oh, Krishna, I'm bathing your feet and drying them with a soft cloth. Oh, Krishna. And then, oh, Krishna, I made some preparation for you, some sweets, some laddu, some samosa. You just think in your mind, oh, Krishna, I'm making you samosa. And here you go, and you feed Krishna. Oh, Krishna, here. How do you give Krishna? Krishna is not alone. Oh, Srimati Radhika, here, you please offer. How do you give to Srimati Radhika? You can't give her directly. Oh, Guru Maharaj, here you go, please. I made the samosa. You made it? No, you meditate. I'm making with Guru and Vaishnavas together. Together, we're making samosa, kachori, laddu, rasgulla, kheer, sweet rice. Oh, 5, 6, nice 10 items. Here, Krishna. How long does it take? If you make it with your hands, your body, you have to go to the store, you have to go shopping. It takes hours. You should also do this. Big festivals and every day. Anything you cook, anything you eat, first cook for Krishna. Right? Today we picked so many nice flowers. Not for us, for Krishna. Anything you do for Krishna. This is what he says. Do it for Krishna. Right? But you should do it in your mind also. Kai, man, vachan. Body, mind, words. So I can sit. Oh, Krishna, I'm giving this. How am I giving? I'm giving to Gurudev. Gurudev, oh, please give to Radha. Rupa Manjari. Rupa Manjari, give to Radharani. Then you will realize, oh, how can I give to Guru Saki? And he'll give to Rupa Manjari. She'll give to Rupa Manjari. She'll give to Radharani if I'm also not in that form. Oh, one day they'll say, oh, you're giving me every day. every day, but you're in this material body. I should give you a spiritual body so you can give it in that body. Why every day you're giving me very nicely, you're meditating, oh Krishna, I'm giving you sweet rice. First I'm giving Guru Manjari, and then Param Guru, Saki, whole Guru Parampara, Saki Parampara, Srimati Radhika, Rupa Manjari is giving to Srimati Radhika, she's giving Krishna, and they'll say, every day you're doing this. Okay, I'll give you a better body to do this. This body is not so good. Nice Kishori body, right? And then you can give Radha Krishna Pranam or Jugala Kishore. Then naturally bhajan will begin. Then you naturally think Radha Krishna Pranamora Jugala Kishora Jivane Marane Gati Aranahi Mor. Automatically, right? We all sing love songs every day, but we sing it with rules and regulation, dryly, right? All our songs are love songs. You agree? Right? Sakhe kalaya goram udharam. You read them, right? Nindita hataka kanti kalevar garvita marakamaram garvita marakamaram. It's a love song. Krishna deva bhavantam avande Manamanasa madhukara marpaya nijapada pankajam hakarande. When will my mind be like a bee, smelling the fragrance of your lotus feet and offering me myself to you? Krishna manasa deha geho joki chumor arpya tuapare. My mind, my possessions, everything I'm offering to you, Krishna. It's all love songs. Kripa bindu diya koroedase, Vaishnav Thakur, Krishna se tomar. All love songs. But we sing like, oh, right, I love you, dum 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 dum. When's it going to be finished? Right? So if we do bhajan, then this will be a love song. Otherwise, it's like, paper mache house. You get like popsicle sticks and you build a house. This is not a real house. Real spiritual life and following the process of spiritual life. What's the difference? Here is a real house, real. And kids play with blocks. Oh, I made a nice house today, Mom. Come and look, my Barbie house. Barbie house is just a Barbie house. Wind comes and blows it away. You get bored of it, you never live it in any way. So we want our spiritual life to be a real house, not a Barbie house, not a doll house, yes? But first you practice. Why do kids play with dolls? To practice. Oh, you play house. And you learn how to play and you have your teachers and your parents and you go to school. But we should make our spiritual life real by this. Very simple. This is our real transcendental meditation. RTM. TM. Trademarked. Real transcendental meditation trademarked. Why? We've heard transcendental meditation just means you take out the substance and you give some impersonal kind of idea. And you just meditate, I am nothing, I am nothing. I am nothing, 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 nothing is nothing, I am nothing. Right? This is meditation. I am nothing. Nothing exists. I'll become nothing. Aing Namaha. No substance, no Guru, no Krishna, no Radharani, nothing. No Gaur, only Aing Namaha. I am offering obeisance to myself. This is transcendental meditation. I am offering obeisances to myself. Therefore people love it. Because no spirituality, no God, nothing. Only I am offering obeisances to myself. I am so amazing. Everyone should worship me and make me successful. And then Krishna arranges, Maya arranges, as you like, you will get. But at least people develop faith in meditation, and then some people will come through with sincere desire and they'll follow bhakti. The point is, we should follow real transcendental meditation. Anyone who's taking Diksha mantras, Harinam is like... Diksha is the real admission into the school of bhakti. Diksha is the real admission into the school of bhakti, means Gayatri mantra chanting. Harinam is like preschool. But Harinam is everything, but the point is you need this samskar. And real Divya Gyan, that's everything. Real transcendental knowledge. How do you get that real transcendental knowledge? Therefore you go to school. School of Diksha. By going to the school of Diksha, then you can really get Diksha, which is transcendental knowledge. A PhD graduate, that's Diksha. When you're in school, you're just in school. Diksha is when you graduate from school into the spiritual world. Have you had Diksha yet? When you graduate from this material world into the spiritual world, that's real diksha. Why? Divya Gyan, transcendental knowledge. Not just in this body when you achieve Swarup Siddhi. When you realize your Swarup, your spiritual identity, that's diksha. And even in this world, in this life, you don't have to give up this body. In this life, Swarup Siddhi, that's diksha. So we have to enter the school of diksha. What does that mean, entering the school of diksha? Everyone has 20 minutes a day. I don't care how many hours a day you work. You may work 22 hours, 30 minutes, right? You can sleep for an hour and do Gayatri mantras for 20 minutes at least. Eat for 10 minutes. Everyone has 20 minutes a day. Right? You can work 15 hours, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, but you say, oh, I'm so tired. But if you have a lover, you're not too tired to go meet your lover. That's Mahaprabhu's point. Okay? Make sense? This is what Mahaprabhu's point in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You may work 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, but if you have a lover, you work very nicely and then you go meet your lover. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, today my day is very busy, so I just can do my Gayatri for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But those 5 minutes, that's your time. You protect it. Why? Like a lady who has a paramour, doing everything very nicely, work, job, cleaning everything, so no one suspects her of anything. And then when she gets a chance, she's texting, oh, let's meet behind Starbucks, 5 minutes. Right? And we're going to sit down and do our Gayatri. Cappuccino and Gayatri.
I was thinking about this question. It expressed a feeling of distaste to this material world after starting a spiritual life. So when you practice spiritual life and probably mentally dedicate everything to your spiritual and devotional service, that maybe becomes more tasteful to go out in the material world.
It's true. It's true. It's difficult. You lose taste in material life. This is good. You should think, oh, very good. I don't have any more taste in material life. It's going away. Yes.
It's probably okay not to associate with those friends, like the question mentioned. The old friends, sometimes good, I guess, but going to work even is not so tasteful anymore.
Yeah, people say, oh, what are you doing Friday night? I say, I'm going to a party. You want to come? What's the party? We dance. We eat this amazing food. We drink this nectar. What's nectar? Some new drug? Yes, nectar. What is it? Apple cider. Martinelli's. And you make so many, we make hundreds of kinds of nectar. I know as devotees, we make so many kinds of nectar, right? There's many kinds of mango lassi, right? People, I don't understand. People like beer, wine, alcohol, spirit, vodka. They have never taken mango lassi in their life. Therefore, they have taste for these things. You take mango lassi? Oh, I don't know. I've never compared. I only know mango lassi. But maybe in another life I know alcohol. Oh, nice. If you want alcohol, take 10 glasses of mango lassi and you'll pass out and be drunk in nectar. Mango lassi means lassi is like this yogurt, mango drink. Oh, with saffron juice. Oh, right? So you invite people. Oh, Friday night, come to the rave, come to the club. No, I used to go to the club, but I found a much better club. It's called Bhakti Club. And we go and we dance. Haribo, Radhe, 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 Radhe. And then we drink nectar, and then we fall senseless. Oh, and then we wake up the next day and meditate on this beautiful God. And offer him flowers and sweets. Oh, and he's smiling. If you see a smile once, you'll lose taste for this world. I guarantee it. Right? Tribanga Bangima Rupa Bangsi Dhari Aparupa. Krishna standing in a threefold form, playing his flute. Oh, calling everyone, come, come, come. So what is this world? Taste in this world is good. Taste in this world means forgetfulness. Then there's happiness. All the happiness in this world is forgetfulness. I want to be intoxicated so I forget my miseries. All week long, my boss is this, and my coworkers are this, and my dog, and my family, and all these problems. All week long, they stack up. And then on Friday, I have to take off this burden by forgetting everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, right? And then app. I hear they have new app, right? I like, I don't like. I like you, I don't like you. Every day, new friendship. And then next morning, finished. Right? So this is life. This is not life. So you can go to your friends, but by practicing bhakti in your work, when you go to your workplace, you say, I found something so much better. Right? Haribo, Haribo, Radhe, Radhe, chant and be happy. Come to the party. Come to the party at Bhakti Ashram. Right? Okay. So don't be afraid of material life, because your spiritual life should be very powerful. Diksha means you enter the school of spiritual life, and then you start practicing. 10 minutes morning, 10 minutes evening. Krishna, you are mine. Krishna, I am yours. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You chant this mantra, chant the Maha Mantra, but then learn. By Gayatri mantras, you do meditation. This is the rule. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada wrote a manual for those who are doing Gayatri mantra meditation. You meditate, you do archan in your mind. Archan means first you invite your guru, offer flowers to his feet, a nice seat, wash his feet, offer pranam, give some sweet, give some garland, give some cloth. You get to bathe and dry the body, right? It's such a sweet service if you look at the process of archan in your mind, right? You give some, like we give abhishek, and you dry, and you give some nice cloth and garland and tilak, and then you do for Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, you arti, and then you get to sit and talk with them, or just sit and look in their beautiful faces. How beautiful, right? And if you do this every day, then they'll say, oh, you're doing it so nicely, I should give you a proper body for this. This is not the proper body. You need a new body, real body, spiritual identity. Then you can realize, oh, that's why before you do this mantra meditation, you meditate. Naham vipro napi vaishyo na sudro nahang varni na cha griha patirvanasto yatirva kintu prodyanna kila paramartha gopi bharatu parakamalayo dhas dhas anudas. I am not man, woman, I am not Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, I am not brahmachari, sannyasi, grasta, I am none of this. I'm not American or Chinese or Russian or Indian. I am simply the servant of the servant of Krishna, the beloved of the gopis. First you meditate like this. Who are you? I'm trying to figure it out. But I know I am servant of Krishna, beloved of the gopis, that is Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu Das. Mahaprabhu Das. Gaura Bhakta. So I have many, many questions here, but it's already getting late, so I'm going to continue this in the next class, and I'll give you a chance for a few questions. But I want to end with this point to our dear friend. Bhakti is very powerful, and it's not just how much you do. It's not how many rounds you chant. It's not how many jumping jacks you do. Right? Bhakti is heart process of the heart. So you do the sadhana, but your sadhana should be from the heart. Right? We're singing love songs. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe, victory, victory over Krishna. You're his beloved. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Of all the gopis, you are the chief. Everyone is worshipping you. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava. We're so lucky. Our whole day in spiritual life is just love songs and praying and meditating on our beloved. God is our beloved. So our process is to realize that in our relationship. Right? Whether as your son and your mom, right? You're like Krishna's mother or Krishna's friend or Krishna's dear gopi. So this is a simple process. This process Mahaprabhu taught. Okay? And sadhu sangha, associated with devotees. Sometimes people think, I need to do more bhakti. How? I have to cook more and clean more and do more programs and more. And then they get tired and think, I can't do bhakti, it's too hard. Bhakti means arranging for all these programs, and I'm always doing this and doing that. I'm working, and then I'm tired, and I have to work, and then bhakti is also work. Bhakti is not work. Don't think bhakti is work. Bhakti is love, the expression of your heart. When you have energy, then you serve. That is bhakti. When you don't have energy, you lay in your bed and you think of Krishna. That is bhakti. You can lay down in your bed and think Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. That is bhakti. Laying in your bed and thinking Krishna is bhakti, and cooking for a program is also bhakti. One is not higher than the other. They're both bhakti. Okay? So sometimes I know householders get tired because they feel like I have to do bhakti by showing and how much I can do. I'm going to do a program every day and cook every day. I'm going to go to work and then come back and I do a program and I chant my rounds. And like for 40 years I'm racing on a treadmill, bhakti treadmill. But you don't taste any ras. Still no taste. So I tell people, don't worry. Slow the treadmill down, get off the treadmill, take a seat and go like this. Om. And stop. For a few minutes, just stop and be peaceful. And then with a peaceful mind, you meditate on Krishna. Okay? Then you have energy to do all your seva. Those who don't do the internal work, they get tired from the external bhakti, which is also bhakti. But if you do the internal work, then you have so much energy, right? Who is the best example of this? Our Prabhuji in Radha Kunj, chants 2 lakh Harinam a day, always, everyday parikrama, Manasi Seva. I've seen 18 years, non-stop, not for a day does he stop. But then he's cooking for 1,000 people, and then evening cooking, and then doing program, and then 2 hours Mahamantra Kirtan, non-stop, 24 hours a day engaged. How is it possible? Because of bhajan, it's possible. Otherwise, people can say, I'm going to cook for everybody, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to show everybody how great of a devotee I am. You can do that for a few days, a few weeks, a few years. Not every day. Prabhuji's been doing this for 45 years. How? Because of bhajan. Bhajan is Shakti. Okay? Jai. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, question, Mataji? Yes? Any question? Radhika, you said you had some questions. One question, okay? Before bed. One question, then you go to bed. And the next question in New Braj.
I want to know about Goloka Vrindavan. How is the Krishna doing? And do you die there or no?
Good, okay. So you want to know about Goloka Vrindavan?
You will never die, and she cannot understand how it's possible. Explain.
Very good, okay. Good follow-up question. See, children are usually the most intelligent people around. They just are learning how to express it. But that purity, innocence, clear mind is there. How do I go to Goloka Vrindavan? What is it like? And how is it possible that I won't die there? Good question. Yes? So, have you heard the Bhagavad Gita? Yes. Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita. Yad gatva nani vartante tad dhama paramam mama. Going to that place, you'll never have to return to this world of birth and death. This world we see everything is born, dies. But you should know something. Okay, you, Radhika, you know who you are? You are Atma, the soul. Okay, you know this, you've heard of this, soul? Spirit? Spirit never dies. Even this world, you'll never die. You don't have to worry. This body, when it gets old and wrinkly and ugly.
I know.
See, she knows everything.
It's like really, really old clothes. You should throw them away. And also you should throw away the skin because it's really old.
Yeah, once you get... She knows Bhagavad Gita. See, she knows the answer. Very good. Krishna says in the Gita, 2.13, Vasangsi janani atavahaya navani granati naroparani tatha sirirani vihaya janani anyani sangyati navani dehi. When you get old clothes, then you think, I should get new clothes. So the soul gets a new body when it needs new clothes. Right? So you shouldn't worry, you never die. So this death is a myth. Death is illusory attachment of the body. You think, I am the body, therefore there's death. And the body is dying, but the soul never dies. So there's death of the body, but not of the soul. But in the spiritual world, Goloka, the body doesn't rot, doesn't get old. It's always Nitya Kishore Kishori. This world, the soul is encased in matter, the body. And the body changes and transforms, birth, death, old age, disease. Right? Through different stages of life, dehinosminita dehi, you're a boy, and then you're an adult, and then you get older, and then you die. Right? This is the stages of life. But in the spiritual world, your consciousness isn't stuck in matter, it's in its spiritual nature. It's all spirit. So spirit doesn't have to decay and change. But sometimes you may want variety. Sometimes, I'm going to go to Gaur Leela, I'm going to go to this Leela, I'm going to go to this world. The soul is always experiencing variety. Excitement, variety. The soul's nature is potency of Krishna. Potency. So it's always expressing itself in varieties of loving exchange for Krishna. Therefore it experiences so much. But in the spiritual world of Vrindavan, you never have to die. Okay, that means you don't have to lose your loved ones. Death in this world means you lose your loved ones. Right? In this world, death means you develop a bond with another jiva, and then you die and you get separated, and therefore you're remorseful, you're sad, or you build up something beautiful and then you lose it. In the spiritual world, you never lose anything. Okay? Great question. Very nice, Radhika. You're very smart.
We already have a body, our spiritual. It's true.
No, it's not waiting there. No. It's not waiting there for you. Some people think, oh, it's waiting there for me like in a factory. And when I get there, it'll come out. This is not true.
You know, once my Gurudev looked at us, his disciple,
Yeah.
and he looked at us. I remember how he looked at some,
Yeah.
especially he told, everybody of you, all of you don't know how beautiful you are.
It's true.
And
It's true.
it means maybe he sees us.
He sees perfected state like a very expert gardener. Right? They may be planting a seed of a beautiful flower and they say, oh, you don't know how beautiful you are. Now you think you're just this seed, but you're going to be a beautiful flower. They can see the flower because they have experience. And they can see, but that doesn't mean it's waiting there. Some people think like that. Oh, my spiritual form is waiting in like that's no problem. This is fine to think about, but really it's described that it's arranged there by Yogamaya, Krishna's internal potency, and this is manifesting.
And how we will manifest it? For example, let's see, time to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. How we will appearance there?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By doing sadhana, by doing your practice, yes? Radhika has an answer? Okay.
Is the parents all going to be in Goloka Vrindavan, all in Krishna and Radha, or can I be born there in my next life?
Yes, next life. And your mom also will be there, no problem. Who knows who will be there first? 1 life, 2 life, 3 life, but I think Radhika is going very fast, and Navarinda also going very fast, very quickly. When you get there, you should think, oh, Radharani, please, I know this Rasikananda is a bogus person, but he's sometimes a little bit trying, so you should help him. Okay? Okay, so this other question you had is, before Radhika started speaking, what was your question?
My question.
You said the question, no? Oh, how will we appear there? Yes. First you'll realize it in your heart, Swarup Siddhi, by meditation, by mercy of Guru. Then, when you give up this body, you can achieve birth in Vrindavan, right? Vastu Siddhi in this world, in some manifestation in this material existence, samsara. Then by perfecting yourself through that, then you can go to the spiritual world. Then you achieve birth. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, right? Vrishabhanupure janamaloi bho jabate vivaha habe braja gopi bhav hoibe swabhav anabhavana rohibe anabhavana rohibe anabhavana rohibe jabate vivaha habe. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, oh, I will take birth from the womb of the gopi in Vrindavan. Right? Mahalakshmi, she wanted to enter into Ras dance with Krishna, and he said, no, first you have to take birth from the womb of a gopi and learn how to make cow dung patties. Right? And marry a gopa. Then when I play the flute, come to me in the forest. You ready? You're ready. So there's a process. Jagannath Prabhu, any question before we wrap up the night? Last question, right?
I've never heard this wonderful point. You said even if you give like 1-2% of your earnings to devotees, for devote like as a devotional service, then everything else, 99 or 98% gets purified.
Yeah, most people don't follow this, but in material life, money is very sinful because it's full of so much karma. Bad karma, good karma. But if you're doing good work, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, don't engage in sinful work. Something engaged with killing animals or cheating people. Business is a form of cheating, but you have to make some profit. That doesn't have to be cheating. But not a heavy sin, like sometimes, let's make a fentanyl business, You're killing people, you're hurting people, so do something good. But still, the money that's coming, who knows where it's going, where it's coming from. So you offer everything to Krishna. Put Krishna in the center of your home and offer, Krishna, this month I collected $10,000. It's yours. Then for maintaining your household, for building your project, whatever it may be, your family, right? Krishna's at the center of your family. It's Krishna's family. So, this I'm saving for my children tuition, college fund. Why? He's Krishna devotee, I will save for him. You tell him, you should be Krishna devotee. Then I give you Stanford, Harvard, Princeton, right? But first portion you should give to a project that is not connected even to yourself. Right? Then it's becoming your own spiritual money laundering system. Krishna, I made all this money, it's all yours. And then I'm going to buy a Corvette for the temple. Whose temple? My house. Right? So you take a little bit and you give to something not connected to yourself. Then it's like selfless. Right? Then everything is pure. No problem.
I was speculating wealth from 1%, if you go up to 50, like you mentioned, also Prabhupada said 50. Then the other 50% probably become more pure than if you do only 1%.
And then more will come. Then 500% will come. Then 1,000% will come. Right? The more you give, the more will come. This takes a big heart. Nanda Baba just showed up. But also don't overextend. And many people are cheaters, so don't easily give. Many people are cheaters waiting like sharks to take, who has money? How much can I find? And then they come like piranhas. Yeah, nice, big, juicy. Right? So really, sadhu doesn't want anything. Real devotee, they just want to help you, love and friendship. But if you feel something is good for Krishna, good for society, sadhu is detached from everything. No temple, nothing. They don't care about anything. They only care about bhajan. But for Krishna's service, there's always things to do. So we can help. No problem. But also, Gurudev doesn't say we should cut ourselves and bleed out. No, we should be able to maintain. Right? Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they gave their wealth to the Brahmins and to their family, and they were able to maintain nicely. And then they renounced everything. But in household life, we should maintain nicely. But if we should give something, right? Everyone wants a nice mission to run on. Good mission, but no support. So support means, right? You have to put something in. Right? You have to put something on the table. Put something on the pot. Okay? So, thank you so much. We just did the first question of a list of 15. So I'll have to do another class tomorrow and next day. Maybe we'll have a class in the airport tomorrow. Okay, so really from the bottom of my heart and Vrindavan Prabhu, I'm certain, same mood. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You have a very beautiful, sincere mood of love. This is your glory. Any place, this is only the manifestation of the love of the people there. So this nice place is the example of your love for Gurudev and for the devotees. So remember that that's the essence. The prem, the priti, the bhakti in the heart, that's everything. Everything comes from that. So we develop that bhakti. Okay, develop that bhakti. Serve devotees, never criticize devotees. Even they may have faults, don't criticize. No need. It's Mahaprabhu's instruction. And you don't have to associate if they're always fault-finding. If someone's always fault-finding, then no need association. But even don't fault-find the fault-finders. He's always criticizing everyone, he's always criticizing, then you're criticizing him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No need. And then chant Harinam and do your mantras nicely. Right? This is everything. Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpa tirubhasya kripa sindhuve vicha paditanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.